Sanvanani, Dumelang, Absheni, and hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Khumalo for those that don't know me. And for those that do, thank you guys for coming back. For those that don't know me, welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We're on our road to 1K. I was gonna say 500, but I feel like we can do 500, guys. Can we be on our road to 1,000 subscribers? So please share my videos, please share the content, especially if you're enjoying it, guys. Please share it with your friends, let them come, let me know how you guys feel, you know, what you experience, and let's just get to know each other. I told you guys, we're building a family, you know. So anyway, if you're looking at the title, yes, today we're doing a story time. Something a bit sensitive, but I feel like, okay, firstly, it happened years ago, like years, because I think I was still in grade 9, so it was over like it's been more than 10 years, you know. And secondly, it was just something I thought about, you know, because I've been seeing my friends and I've been talking, and I thought, you know, a lot of us, since we've been on this lockdown, guys, for those that don't know, where have you been? But nonetheless, as the world, you know, as a country, we are on lockdown, you know, because most of us are affected by the coronavirus, and therefore we're on lockdown, you know. So I basically thought, you know, since most of us are planning on like going out and having fun as soon as this lockdown ends, if it's going to end soon, hopefully, you know, basically let me share the story. Hopefully someone will learn, someone will be aware, guys. So obviously, if you're looking at the title, the story of today is I was date day drugged. I think that's what it's called, date day drugged. So it's basically like a drug that people put, normally men, I'm sorry to the other species, but this is basically a drug that people put inside your drink. Obviously, as soon as it gets into the water, it takes a few seconds to be dissolved, and then it disappears. So obviously, once you're consuming whatever drink you're consuming, you're not aware, or you cannot see that someone has actually drugged you, and you notice after the effects, like once you start feeling the effects and after the fact that, oh, actually something happened to me. But I'll get into that when I tell you the story. I just thought, let me share this. Also, should there be someone, I just thought maybe if there's someone out there that has went through something similar, you know, hopefully this video helps you just feel like you can talk to anyone. Like if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me, hit me up, you know, hit me up in my DMs. I am on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm at _Michelle Khumalo_. On Twitter, at _Michelle KHU. Guys, I've been giving you the wrong handle for the past 5 videos, and that's because I don't use my Twitter, but I'm trying. And on Facebook, Michelle Lavani Khumalo, or Michelle Lavani Mahange, as I say, because we call it existence. I'm gonna stop saying this, guys. I actually don't want to get married now. Like, let's build, let's save, and then probably like in the next 10 years or 5 years, actually, could be sooner, then I might get married, but not yet. But I'm calling it into existence. Cool. So story time, guys. Let's get into the story. So as I said, it was 10 years ago. I used to do promotions, okay, guys. So we used to go clubbing early, guys. I'm even ashamed to say this. If I was seeing this, like, obviously if we're going out at night, we were going out. So I'm sorry, you know, but I never lied. I never, guys. Also, one thing, ladies, gents, if you're listening to this, whenever you're going to go out, you know, even if you don't want to tell your parents the exact, like, name of the party, if it's like a pens down or whatever, make sure you always tell your parents the location of where you're going. And I always emphasize this, because should anything happen to you, God forbid, your parents need to know where you are, you know. So if you don't tell them where you're going, if something happens, they will not know where to start looking for you. So I always told my parents, even until today, I always tell my mom where I'm going, you know, where I am, and all of that, just so she knows what's up. So nonetheless, so this is 2009. Shit, so long. You know, so this was 10 years ago. I was in grade 9. I had this, oh guys, you know, this story actually breaks my heart, because I lost one of my closest friends. Like, her and I were like, we were like this, but because of everything that happened, you know, and I changed schools and all of that. So I think not talking about it and not expressing how the whole situation made me feel obviously made me, you know, drift away from my friend, because I don't know, I never blamed her for what happened. It's just, I feel like when I told her what happened, the lack of concern, I think, was what made me like, let me fall back, you know. But I loved her dearly. Her and I were like this, guys, you know. I think, friend, I'm gonna call her up after this video. Like, I miss you. But nonetheless, so guys, so what happened was, it was 2009. We were doing promos. So I was like a promo girl, guys. I've always been a hustler. Like, I've always been on my hustle. So I was a promo girl, and we're doing some promotions, okay, because we were doing like activations for parties, we're doing activations for like sports and recreation. So where this story starts is, so my friend and I'll call her Kay for her initial. I'm not going to give you guys the name, like, you guys will be hunting my friend down, and this one is someone that is well known, and if I tell you guys the name, then those that know will know. So anyway, Kay and I were like we were really close, guys. We went to holidays and stuff together. So cool, Kay and I were working, I think we were working in Midrand, or I don't know where we were actually, but we were working at some sports day thing, doing some promos, and then we met up with S, which is going to be the gentleman, you know, S and M. Those are the two gentlemen involved in the story. I'm not going to mention their names for obvious reasons, because, and it's fine, we're over, we don't need to go drag anyone. Cool. So we were doing some promos, we met S. He told us that oh, and Kay, guys, Kay is that friend, you know, who was always connected. Like, she knew everybody, you know, VIP entrances, free passes to everything we went to. Like, she was that girl. So obviously she introduced me to S, told me that there's gonna be like some promo meeting or something in Santon for some gig, and obviously I trust Kay with everything. So cool, introduces me to the guy. S lets me know that this is the guy that's going to be in charge of whatever, you know, the girls, the agents, or whatever he was doing, because I don't even think it was an agency now, guys. This whole thing was a scam, hey? But nonetheless, cool. So fine, the meeting was set for the following weekend, which is like a Saturday. So fine, we meet up, it's a Saturday, it's in Santon. And I should have known, like, the first red flag was that that meeting was late. Actually, it wasn't even a red flag, because most meetings, like, guys, if you're busy, you know, I also always attend, like, late lunches and late business meetings, because my day is always fully packed. So I didn't think anything of it. Plus, when we got to the restaurant, guys, like, it was literally in Santon. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it's by the food court, and there's, like, stairs going up. So, like, tables were laid out, you know, there was glasses, there was water. Like, it looked fancy, guys. Like, it was chilled. So obviously I'm not thinking anything about this or the person, you know, hosting us, which is S. Cool. So fine, we get there. Obviously Kay and I took cabs on our going there, because it was during the day, and then going back would take like whatever. I think it looked like an Uber, or it was a meter cab. I'm just not sure if Ubers were around back then, but it was like a service similar to Uber. And yeah, so cool, we get to Santon, we get to the restaurant. Fine, the ladies are sitting, everyone is there, everyone's looking cute. The gent S is there, you know, obviously introducing us to, well, doing the intros and all. Guys, the first red flag, actually, this was the first red. I should have known something was wrong when that nigga only ordered, like, I think soda and fries. Like, we in a restaurant in Santon, guys, and this guy only ordered soda and fries, and I think that was just to secure the tables. All of the rest of us, he had us sipping on water the whole meeting. Like, we could have might as well had this meeting in a park, you know. I'm joking. But anyway, that was the first red flag. But cool. So nonetheless, so S and K obviously had been talking from the last promo meeting where we met up until this day. And then also, a very relevant point to this as well. On that day, I was sleeping over at Kay's house. Okay, so what we'd normally do is, as I said, guys, Kay and I were really close, so it's either would sleep over at my house or would be at her house. So on this particular day, I was sleeping over at her house, so everything would obviously go with her flow. You know how it is with sleepovers, guys. Like, if you're sleeping over at my house, obviously I'm the one that's directing us and telling us where to go. Cool. So on the day, so after the meeting, Kay is like, there's something we need to pick up the road from Asa's house, and then we'll be on our way home. We're taking cabs anyway, and Ace needs to take a cab anyway. So let's share it and then pick up whatever we're picking up, and then we're going to go home, and then he'll pay for us going home. So I'm like, cool. I mean, meter cabs were expensive. I was only in grade 9. I only had my pocket money, so I wasn't about to overspend. Cool. So cool, we're driving. Guys, up the road ended up being in Midrand, can I just say? Just so you guys know. Up the road ended up being in Midrand. So cool. So we end up riding. So we call the meter cab or the Uber, whatever it was. It takes us to the Jane's house. Red flag number 2. Guys, red flag number 2, you know, so when we got to S's place, right, like S's neighborhood, the Uber or meter cab did not leave us at the gate, guys. The Uber left us up the road, okay? And we were wondering, so cool, as we're about to get out, S is now taking out money. He pays, we get off. And then as we're walking, guys, when we get to this corner, so like let's say this is the stop sign way, so it's like a T junction, and then by the stop sign way, or by the T's, like on the straight road, this is where the Uber left us. When you go down, there's like a stop sign, then you turn, something like that. So cool, we get off. As we get to the stop sign, guys, S is like, ladies, you have to run. Red flag number 2, guys. We're like, run, why? He's like, oh, I just paid the driver with fake money. We're like, alright, cool, now we out here. Because I'm like, what if this guy's now like driving after us trying to see, he realized that the money is fake? I'm like, who pays with fake money anyway, guys? That was red flag number 2. We should have known, like, I should have known right there and then that there's a problem, like, that this guy is dodge. But I'm with Kay. Kay's been talking to this guy, and we met him at the other promo thing. And I mean, the meeting went fairly well, besides the fact that we only got to order water, you know, but fine. So cool, we get to S's place. Now when we get to S's place, surprise, surprise, I actually asked S as we're walking down, I'm like, where are we going? Oh no, I'm like, so who do you stay with actually? Because he said we're going up the road to pick up something. Oh no, I'm by myself, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So who are we gonna find at the house? Because guys, like, it's like late, it was around 6 or 7, hey, like it was supposed to be an in and out thing. So now the cab is even leaving, so meaning these people are planning to chill and we need to go. You know, so I'm obviously asking, like, who's at your house, what's happening, like, why are we not getting off here? I thought we were picking up something and leaving. Oh no, I'm just by myself. I'm thinking because it's late for you ladies, you guys can just chill and then leave in the morning or leave a bit later. I'll call the cab, whatever. I'm like, cool, I'm still with Kay. Kay, what do you think? Kay's like, relax, dude, like, I know this guy, so we can trust him. I'm like, cool. So fine, we get to the house. Red flag number 3, guys. I just asked the nigga who's at home, and he said nobody. We get there, there's this brother of his. Now, brother, we'll call him M, because that's what his name starts with. So this gent's now M. When we get there, we find M there. So cool, your girl surveys the whole situation. Now, obviously, guys, obviously you can do the maths. 1 + 1 is 2. And clearly they were trying to do 2 for 2. Okay, because it was K and S, and then surprisingly M there, and there's obviously me, Michelle. So who's gonna entertain who? So cool. The night starts pretty well. I don't even know, guys, because I didn't drink it. Like, I actually didn't drink for a very long time. Kids, it's not good to drink. I think I started drinking when I got to matric. So yes, I used to go out a lot because I used to do like a lot of promos, but I never really drank wherever we went. I always drank like energy drinks, and I always said I was on a natural high, guys, because I always had energy. Like, anyone that knew me, like, from growing up, I've always had, even now, guys, I always have energy. Like, I talk a lot, I'm like, you know, energetic. So I hardly knew to drink because I knew that I'm on that natural high. So cool, I don't know if there were drinks, what happened, but anyway, as the night progresses, so now we're chilling. S and K end up disappearing to do whatever they were doing, and then I'm now left with M. So cool, M is now like chilling with me, asking me different questions. Like, you know, you can see that this person was trying, you know, when someone's trying to hit on you guys, like, you can feel, like, you can sense the energy, and I was just not having it. So I'm like, cool. So we talk, the night progresses, and then it gets to a point where I realize we're not leaving. Okay, so now it's time to get comfortable. I'm sitting on the couch, Emma's there. He's like, oh, and guys, after, because he tried the whole vibe thing, right? And then I was like, nah, dude, I'm cool. Like, I declined it. I wasn't even dating I don't know if I was dating 2009. I don't know what was happening, but point is, I was just like, nah, I'm cool for whatever reasons that was. And also, I don't know, guys, but I just didn't feel it, whatever it is. So cool. So he ends up seeming like this perfect gentleman, guys. So after I said, nah, I'm cool, I don't want to do this kissing business, I don't want any flings, like, I'm cool, this guy I thought he was a perfect gentleman. Do you want water? Should we put a movie? What do you want to do? Because now K and S have been gone, guys. They've been in the other room for hours, like hours. So cool. M puts the first movie, the movie ends, he puts the second movie. And this is why I will never, anyone that knows me or anyone that has ever attempted to watch Why Did I Get Married, now you know why. Yo guys, I don't like that movie. I despise that movie. Not because of the movie or the concept or anything, but just because of this situation. Like, when this happened to me, I was watching Why Did I Get Married. So I think it was Why Did I Get Married 2, actually. Yeah, so that's why I don't like that movie. Nothing against the producers, nothing against anything. I just don't like that movie because of the memories it's associated with. So cool. M ends up putting up Why Did I Get Married, and then he offers me water. Guys, when I say this thing happens so quick, like, this is the only time I can actually imagine him having an opportunity to slip anything or try anything. Because cool, like, M starts asking, so do you want water? I'm like, yes. He goes to the kitchen, and guys, I'm very fussy. Anyone that knows me will tell you, like, I'm very particular. Hey, like, I have trust issues. I've always had trust issues. So I'm not the type, even if we go to Groove, my friends will tell you, I'm the one that's holding the bags. If a guy's gonna come up to my friend or me or anyone, I'm snappy. I'm even worse when I'm drunk. So don't try it, okay? So anyway, M asked me, so, do you want water? I'm like, yes, please. He goes to the kitchen. I'm looking at him because, like, an open plan thing. It wasn't like it wasn't a huge apartment, but it was a 2-bedroom apartment. So the kitchen is like open, right? So I see the person take out a glass, rinse it, pour water. He poured water for the both of us. Guys, at this point, also I'm thinking, who is gonna spike water? Like, who is gonna do anything to water? You can taste, like, you'll know if anything is diluted with your water, right? So anyway, I see the person pour the water, and then I looked away to see something, and then I looked back, and he still looked like he was busy with the water. So I was chilled, I was relaxed, continued watching the movie. He brought me the glass of water. I held it. I wanted to see if he's gonna drink his. He drank his. I tasted mine. It tasted fine. Guys, when I say this drug, like, whatever it is, like, you ladies need to be careful, because, as I say, I was drinking water. It wasn't alcohol, it wasn't juice, it wasn't cool drink, nothing. It was water. And I did taste the water because I was like, and it tasted like nothing. Then we continued talking and things seemed to be fine, but it didn't even take that long, hey? Because you start feeling your body getting tired. Like, I could feel like, okay, why do I just feel overwhelmed and tired all of a sudden? And especially for a person who's not drinking or doing anything, like, why am I feeling tired all of a sudden? But obviously I'm not going to communicate that. And the dude left. Guys, oh yes, because during this time I remember thinking, he gave me the water and then he went to the room where K and S were sleeping. And yeah, I'm not going to discuss what I saw, but I saw something that really didn't sit well with me, which I did discuss with K later, but I will mention, like, yeah. So cool, he goes into that room. I'm now chilling, thinking, okay, I'm good, he's left me in peace. I'm feeling weird, I'm feeling tired all of a Sunday. I'm watching Why Did I Get Married? So I'm on the couch. Next thing I know, I think I just passed out, because I remember just watching a certain scene and then passed out. Next thing, I woke up in the morning. Okay, like, literally passed out, guys. When you pass out, like, I passed out, like, as in I didn't dream of anything. I just passed out, and I didn't I didn't tell myself, like, oh, okay, I'm sleeping now, let's get comfortable. No, like, I was watching a movie, I started feeling my body feel weird, and then I was lights out. That's it, and this is from just drinking 1 glass of water. Guys, I didn't consume. You guys need to understand, the only time we ate before attending that meeting, because we got to Santon and then we ate and then we went to that meeting. When we got to that meeting, the only thing we consumed was water. And then when we got to when we got to S and M's place, the only thing I consumed there as well was water. Okay, so cool. And I was still full because it was like a really late lunch. So cool, I wake up in the morning, and when I wake up in the morning, guys, like, I think this for me was very important, and I thank God so much that I was a virgin, like, at that time, because I feel like if I wasn't, then M or whoever it was would have taken advantage. And I think it's M, because S really didn't care for me in terms of the, you know, romantically or anything or sexually, because he never hinted at me, and he was busy with K the whole night, whereas was in and out until like a certain point in our conversation during the night, when I was like, dude, I'm cool, I'm not sure for this, I'm not even meant to be here, I'm supposed to be sleeping over at my friend's house, but because she's here, I'm here as well. So, you know, I'm not about that life. And I thought he had respected my decision and choice at that point. But when I woke up in the morning, guys, I woke up and I found my underwear by my knees. And I found like my private parts just felt weird. You know, like obviously as in someone tried to fidget with something and actually try see what's going on. But I didn't, like, I wasn't bleeding. I wasn't bleeding. I wasn't, and I wasn't like sore as well. I wasn't sore and I wasn't bleeding. So, but obviously there was like a sense of discomfort, and hence I feel like, you know, that person tried to take advantage of me, and, you know, and hence I feel actually I feel raped, you know, like I feel what can I say, I feel because if obviously the person did something, you know, so I feel like that person took advantage and disrespected my body. And this obviously because they could tell that they couldn't do it when we were having a conversation. I wasn't willing to like let it go, or maybe didn't, I don't know what was going through that like M's mind. But I woke up and I knew, firstly, with my underwear being down, and two, the feeling, the sensation, knowing that someone tried to touch me somewhere, and obviously they didn't succeed, thank God. But point is, they did something, you know. And I remember as soon as seeing like my underwear, I jumped up quickly. I went to the room. I grabbed Kay, went to the bathroom, because I honestly couldn't understand what was going on. I just remember telling Kay like, dude, like did something to me, like harassed me, you know, did something. I woke up with my underwear on my knees, dude, there's something wrong with me. And she was just like, no, dude. I think she's just like, no, dude, I think it's in your head or something. And I remember explaining to her, I don't think it's in my head, because while I was sitting and watching watching a movie, I saw what they did to you, you know. But then I wasn't sure, and I told her what I saw them do, but I wasn't sure if she consented to that or what happened. So hence, you know, with her situation, and even when I told her what happened to her, she was just like, no, dude, like, I don't know if she's in denial, or if it was like a norm to her, or what was happening, or if she was part of the deal, or if they had already discussed it and it was part of a whole entire plan. I do not know. As I say that, obviously I never, after telling her that morning after waking up and getting the reaction that I got from her, I just took the whole situation, took it to the back of my mind like nothing happened, made sure we rushed, because I remember the night, it was like a Saturday, and then the morning when we woke up was a Sunday, and we had to be at church and at 10 o'clock in the morning. So when, after the whole situation, I remember just us leaving. I don't know, like, guys, the way, like, I think I can admit to saying I was traumatized, because how we got home from Midrand to, okay, I almost told you where we went, and if I told you, it was gonna give away. But somewhere, I'll just say the east side. Yeah. But how we got from Midrand to the east side, I don't know. But we made it, and we made it in time for church. And then what happened? We made it in time for church. We got dressed, we changed, left, went to church. And then what made me really, really cut off the friendship was because a few months later, because I think I changed schools, or before I changed schools, but a few months later, we ended up going on holiday with S's girlfriend, guys. Like, and while we on holiday, I remember talking to Kay, and then Kay tells me that she is having a situationship with S, and that now she's brought in S's girlfriend to the holiday. I'm thinking, firstly, it's messed up that she still went back and you're still talking to these people and whatever. That means you really did not take what I told you seriously. And second of all, like, why would you bring the girlfriend to our holiday? Like, they were friends, guys. So S's girlfriend and Kay became like really close friends. And I was just like, okay, I was in the third wheel. But yeah, I remember them getting close, and I was just like, this is a weird situation. And that's when I tapped out. Plus, I changed schools eventually, so it just made, like, it didn't make it, but it made it easier to drift apart, you know. But yeah, guys, basically that's my story of how I was date dragged. you know, hopefully it's not a nice story, it's not a fun story, actually it's quite depressing, but hopefully the whole purpose of me telling the story was just to share with you guys my experience, you know, to make you guys aware, just so you know, because I feel like every time people talk, like, or every time people tell the story, or someone says I was date drugged, then people assume that you were in a club, you were drinking alcohol, and you know, yeah, people just assume that you were, you know, in a club getting drunk, drinking alcohol or something, and it's not like that all the time, guys. You literally could be sitting, you could be sitting with friends at a picnic in a park, and then someone decides to slip something in your drink, guys. It just takes a few like, yo, like, it's seconds, hey, for them to just dissolve that whatever. I don't even know if it's powder, if it's a pill. I'll try actually do my research about it, and then I'll add maybe a picture or something. If I don't, my apologies, please do read on it. But all I'm saying is that thing dissolved in seconds and it will knock you out. And not everyone is fortunate, you know, and I mean, I count myself fortunate because of like just the situation, and that the person didn't take it too far. Whatever they did, only they know what they did. But I'm just grateful that they didn't take, you know, my innocence from me when I wasn't ready for it to be taken, you know. And because of that, I think that's why I never really opened, because I never opened a case. I never told anyone. I honestly never told anyone, guys. But not because I thought, like, not that I was scared. I just honestly just thought that it could have been worse. And I'm just grateful that it didn't go as far as most people experience it. And because of that, I was really, really content and just decided that it is what it is. And I moved on. But guys, honestly, if there's anyone that finds themselves in a similar situation, especially if you know who your perpetrators are, I would advise you tell someone that you trust, tell your friend, tell your partner, you know, go to the nearest police station, get tested, and take the necessary precautions just to make sure that you are safe. You know, I did obviously get like an HIV test and all of that, and I tested negative, but for me it was just to know that it was this person, and that wasn't because of the sexual content, because as I said, I don't think he actually penetrated me in any hectic way, you know, because of my situation. But anything could have happened, guys. So that's why I say, if should you find yourself in any similar situation, please make sure you get tested, tell anyone that you can trust that can help you, and make sure that you do not you know, die inside alone, guys, because nothing really is your fault. I do not blame myself for anything that happened to me. You should not blame yourself for anything that happens to you. As long as you do not consent, it is not your fault. And it's just, you know, telling someone gives you your power back. So hopefully this video helped you guys. I know there's nothing cute, but I thought let's share it. Let's not forget that there's actually the evils of the world that we're still going to go back to, you know, after this lockdown. I hope you enjoyed the segment. Let me know if you or anyone you know has been in a similar situation. How did you deal with it? Are you dealing with it? And let's talk, guys. Let's catch up. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle Khumalo, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please do come back. See you guys later. Bye.